We're back. As for why, so I can have a different VOD for each of the arena qualifiers.
Alright, I guess I've started now, haven't I? Oh, the first game is beginning. Oh, yeah.
I don't see a game yet.
It's literally the arena system won't show it, but the spectated games. Oh wait, yeah, this is actually taking a while for it to load up. At least on my end.
There should be two.
Oh,
there we go.
Now I see. Now I see two.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do the top one.
Yeah, we're all in
One
the
that I'm looking at has the
yeah. We're all in the same one.
Played when I was looking at it. Okay, makes sense for yellow. Maybe prepare D11.
So green is already highlighted in some squares.
Okay, it doesn't really tell me much about who is, but we know that there's some players that highlight and some players that don't.
The strongest players aren't going to be in this, right? So,
the first one.
You're saying just because they've already qualified by rating, they won't be in?
Yeah, that's essentially it. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not for all. I mean, someone like Claudio, for example, who's just observing right now.
Well, he qualified.
All right, cool.
He qualified first one. He and Jess, he and Gavin, Jess Master GS, qualified first one.
Oh, because it's top 2 to qualify, isn't it?
Yep.
Top 2. New comments. Oh.
Very interesting knight c9. I guess he wants to move out of the double pawn push in theory.
Oh, like D10? He should allow D10. I mean, D10 and D5.
Yeah.
That double pawn push.
Are we watching the same game? I'm watching.
We're watching the same game.
Okay. It's game like 225 at the end.
Yeah, no, we've been watching the same game for. Okay, so Red just nonchalantly just puts out D5 with no care for structural integrity. I don't even know what this does.
And yeah, it's terrible for this pawn structure.
Yeah, knight D8, not a surprise. Knight D8, and then you go knight D6 if possible. The only issue is that bishop on I11. Oh god, and then knight M6. And it's ugly. Yeah, king A, I think, is probably the wisest move. Green being a fat load of nothing in help. Jesus.
I think blue would appreciate something like D7. Not D7, but K7.
Okay, and then knight back to I11.
Yeah, or this move.
Because
now
is great, because
at least an attack on yellow, and yellow can play something like knight to E10, maybe. I don't know if that's going to work, because it's something like queen back to E11.
I don't think knight E10 works, but I do think that... Okay, so he goes for this. I think it would have been nice to be able to play knight D6, but I guess you can't anymore.
Yellow can take that knight, assuming he's opposite.
Yeah. That's the only problem with that trade. It's really not that great.
Okay, that opens a file for red.
King A7 is almost forced again now, and it's just not a move you want to make.
King back to A7. Or you can play that.
I mean, yeah, but I don't like it, to be honest.
I mean, who likes any move blue has to make right now?
Yeah, it's not wrong. I mean, okay, so knight c9 needs to get on the board here from blue. He should spot this.
If knight back to c9, then yellow could play queen to f7, and I think isn't green in a lot of trouble? Oh, but then green could just push the pawn forward, discover, defend the knight.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm surprised. I think yellow missed the what was I'm assuming the intention of red's move. I think red wanted yellow to take on b6, but I guess the issue is that green did still have j5, so
yeah.
But the point is now queen takes d11 check just looked pretty good. Didn't get played. But...
I don't think there's really much red yellow need to do aggressively right now, due to the fact that blue's already weakened himself enough, right?
Sure, but I mean, right here,
yeah,
like
well,
they could have done queen takes c9, which is just a free bishop, right? Like after queen takes c9, green would be forced to do queen takes h3. Not that they would, and then after pawn takes, you just want a bishop, right?
After queen takes c9, I think it's just a free queen for blue.
It could be a free queen if green would block with rook to c10, but is that likely anyway?
What?
Or are we talking about something different? I thought you were talking about...
I'm talking about move earlier. Rook c10 wasn't even an option.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about on move 13 yellow.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, right, for sure.
What?
For sure, I saw that earlier.
It's a free bishop. At worst, it's a free bishop.
Queen takes queen, queen takes queen, right? There's no way for green to interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because queen takes c8 and it's actually check. Queen takes important, I guess. Yeah, queen takes and then the check. Takes, queen takes. Actually, because it's backed up by the bishop, but perhaps okay, that's a miscalculation there on my end. But maybe you then just take b10, the pawn on b10 instead, actually, and you'll probably be winning. But I guess rook l10 is a defensive resource. Actually, on looking at it in a bit more depth now, I'll catch back up to the game.
I'm looking at it in a bit more depth. Yellow queen x c9, red queen x c8 with green knight to j5. There's a threat of check, but then yellow could just take the pawn on. No, wait. The queen takes queen is force. Queen takes queen is force, isn't it? Yeah.
Queen takes queen is force from blue. The problem is like green doesn't play knight j5. Green just plays rook l10.
L10, yeah.
And that's the refutation.
Takes, and yellow's checking. Checking blue.
Someone did not want to give up their their rook, and that was so avoidable.
Would it have been time for yellow or red to just take control of yellow? Takes queen. Do an opposite move? No, never mind.
Ooh.
Blue's still in bad position.
That's helpful.
I mean, ooh. Okay.
There's another check from red. Potential
another check.
What does yellow do? I hope yellow doesn't time out. Oh, I thought he would try to attack the queen there.
Passively, yeah. He couldn't just take the bishop? Taking the bishop would have been netting greater material.
Yeah.
Even if it was for
now blue is just in so much trouble. You have nothing. You actually have nothing. I mean, queen b9 only move, but
queen takes a or c7 check, and red has a free mate. What? Queen takes e7 check was a free mate.
that maybe doesn't want to give the free mate, or he just doesn't spot it.
I think
more likely the latter.
I don't think he spotted it. What?
It's just a free piece.
That's
it's a free
really bad. What?
And if green ignores, now red takes the green queen, of course.
Sure.
Green just throwing away his.
And red is hitting the rook.
That's his.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. That's obviously only move. Unfortunately. Ugh. There's so much nastiness here.
Bishop takes c7 check was a move, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it wins by force.
It gets mate by force unless yellow decides to be a traitor and take the queen with the bishop.
Which won't happen. Oh, instead he plays awful move. That's just an awful move. Okay. I know you are limited in options, but D10.
I was going to say he was definitely limited in options for sure.
Sure, but I mean D10 just loses immediately.
Yep.
Bishop takes C7.
Does red want to take, or does red want to be?
Bishop takes C7. He should go for.
Jonas thinks that blue is Independenza.
Blue Indy.
Oh man, red is so blind. Rook G10, knight G10 is forced. This is just a terrible move.
2 up instead of 1 up on move 2 for the queen's bishop pawn.
Take the queen. Yep. And now bishop D10. Yo, you can definitely take that bishop as green. It's gonna screw. That screws yellow so badly.
Oh, because of takes, it comes with the check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a discovery. Bye, red queen.
So, but I wonder if he could have come back to F12 instead. And try to pick up a green bishop. I mean, green could take the bishop for check, but I don't think he would have.
I think he would have. I would have.
Well, you would have, but I think you're giving them too much credit.
Even do here. But no, it might not have been Indy because he's not appeared in the spec list.
Promotion from red.
Yeah, and I mean, 33 red just shows 33 red is just a very poor move. I'm really surprised he played that.
Yeah, I feel like the early promotion is going to cost red later on, especially since his pawn structure is kind of bad. And him being a target makes him. Yeah, I mean, green is like the safest here with the king. Red does have points though. That I always say that the point lead is the most important.
It is. It's not wrong. No,
Yellow.
I just think that knight to h6 could have just been played a move earlier, and you don't lose the knight. Like.
Now you're forced to take that rook with the queen, and right? Yeah, you have to take it. Yellow could just push.
You weren't actually forced to take it. I think. Yeah, I think the best move is just do nothing.
Yeah, sure. Recapture the pawn and remake your structure. Like if you left it on J3, then K takes J3 would bring the pawns all back
and weakening F3 so much here. I'm not a fan of this. I mean, I say weakening. I mean, he literally hung it, but.
Grath, even if he was still in voice with us, what Red's doing is kind of suspicious here, especially with the pawns. You got to respect the pawns, and every pawn push creates a weakness.
What I really don't, I don't understand. 37 green is just so bad for green. And 37 green isn't even the worst, but the fact that he took back with the pawn is what really irks me. You know what really grinds my gears? Why would you not, like, there's no pawn breaks. You just want to play L10, bishop up, move your king over, and then green's position is phenomenal. Instead, green has this, whatever this is.
Green did have the best king safety potential until that move, yeah.
Yes. As you said, keyword is potential.
Yeah. A pawn on K11, L10 rather, and M9 would have been one of the best structures to have at this table for the current players that are set up here. But now all that is gone.
Bishop takes pawn. Wow, that's such an awful move.
He was depending on Red to do the exact move that he just did.
No,
and it worked out.
It's just a bad move.
Red has 2 bishops and a point lead, and this should be winning for Red. Yeah,
he's just going. He's just straight going. Honestly, my issue wasn't even that. It was just the fact that, like, look at green. What squares are weak for green? Right?
The light squares.
What bishop did they just give up?
The white bishop.
Wow, I know. Like, if they wanted to do something outrageous in that move, they could have just done bishop G11, just straight up. Like, it was better than, like, bishop G10 or something.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing Red more favors than himself by far. Red being the one with the 2 bishops and the point lead, up by a score.
What Red has unfortunately done is trap themselves. That's it's not a mate, but damned if it's close.
Sheesh.
I mean, you just go rook J12 check.
Rook check, yeah, rook check.
Oh no, rook check, and you need to give your king some love. Now you're getting threatened to get checked on J1.
Sheesh. And you have to bring the bishop back to a more.
I've got bishop I1, and then but now rook takes F4.
RX F4?
Yeah, because after Queen J1, Queen J1.
Oh, because it's a check from the left. It's a check from the left, and green would be able to take that rook for free on E13. Look at that bishop. It's eyeing that rook. It's the bishop from a million miles away. You could have done a fork on yellow if you wanted to. Green?
He could, but the problem is I'm pretty sure that is it's a mate for red, so he wouldn't do that. Like,
the queen would come and block before. But
can't block a knight.
If green takes the queen, then it would be mate.
Knight? We're talking about knight I12 check when it was forking the king and the queen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, but rook I13 is mate.
Oh,
correct.
Rook I13 is mate. You're right.
Rook EI13 to be specific.
EI13, yes.
But yeah.
That's a good point.
Red, you don't need to be pushing this much. You're making counterplay so easier on you, and making yourself more of a target. You, at least put the bishop on H3 or something. I don't know.
Okay, what was that?
He really wants to trade off, and if I were red, I would.
How was that? How was that mate?
If green checked yellow, then red would steal the mate.
Yeah, but doesn't he have I14 to go to?
No, the E13 rook would go to I13.
Rook EI13 was mate.
Rook E I13.
Yeah.
There's no squares.
Oh, the I13. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, I was looking at J13. That makes more sense.
Generally not a fan of how most of this game is getting played by... I don't know if honestly all parties. I think the least criminal party is probably yellow. In all honesty.
I would maybe say red. Red definitely has gone less than its potential, I think.
Well, I just think red has done a lot of things to make his position worse. That is it's quite impressive. Whereas yellow is sort of just being
early,
yeah. Well, he's pushing his pawn when he doesn't need to, and he's got a clear point lead. And I would argue he has the material lead. Like,
yeah.
So
the expectation is very high for red, isn't it? Okay, what was that? You promote and protect the M9 square, yeah? Oh wait, no, you can't because of the yellow queen.
Oh, definitely take that. You needed to stop red promoting.
He's worried about losing his own queen. Now green can keep his queen. Could take the I12 pawn if he wanted to. What was the issue with that?
That would definitely be a mistake.
What? That's a free queen, right? He missed a free queen with a queen.
Yeah.
Free queen with a queen. There was no mate or any other kind of issue with that. And he gets properly punished for that too. Loses his bishop. Bring the queen back. Yellow could throw the game if he wanted to. Like queen takes yellow takes h4.
No, rook h4 would certainly be amusing.
That would be like whatchamacallit, punch in the face or no, oops.
Shot, punch in the gut.
Yeah, something like that. Anyhow, missing free queens with queens is my biggest pet peeve, and I use that against a certain champion of a chess variant. Not gonna name names.
Insult to injury. Oh my god. Red can still make their king save. It's what irks me. It really grinds my gears. It really does. Why no bishop to J3? Yeah, bishop J2, king J1, rook E1, rook I1. You've just got the usual like defensive structure, but with the bishop replacing the pawn on J3.
Is this a clear win for red, or am I losing my mind?
I would.
Oh, that's a good take advantage of pin move there. Trades the what? Trades
that is. I mean, I'm really liking.
That was a good move by Green. Except the kind
I'm
of
liking Green.
Oh, he's threatening queen g1, but I don't know if that was good for his pawn structure because every pawn push creates weakness.
It's like such a non-existent threat. Like, oh no. Oh. With these clowns. Yeah, and he obviously just hung that check.
He wants that pawn instead of the other one.
It's queen g1. He's walking into it. I mean
king e2.
Sure. You probably just have to go.
Is he gonna go rook takes? No, he's not gonna do it.
Oh, please.
Green is hoping for rook takes.
If rook take,
Green just takes advantage of it, right?
Yellow could play it. However, I wouldn't trust red to not take the rook back. That way? This feels very one again. And once again, I feel like a lot of things can be solved here. Just get the play knight L5, king M4, bishop M5, protect yourself from counterplay. None of these players are protecting themselves from counterplay, and I don't like, it really grinds my gears. Yeah, I mean, he's pinning it. Oh, yeah, just a hanger check.
Queen H3 check.
Who should they? Oh, red definitely should have blocked the attack and allowed yellow to play rook M11.
Bishop is still defending the M7 pawn. There.
It is, but it does threaten the check, which is
less ideal for green.
Yeah. I mean, there is queen takes.
Yeah, queen takes C8 check. Just take those dead pawns away.
Yep. Yeah, and I think this trade. I think this trade is probably good for green.
Because green is the one with the bishop now, and the bishop is worth like infinite in the end game, is it not?
The rook right there. Okay, so here this is a very clear. You should trade queens. I think the position is. I think the position is just very good for
green to justify. He can stop yellow and red both.
Yeah, well, look where the knight is. Like
where the knight was.
Well, was or is. I mean, it's still the same thing. Okay, that pawn is gonna fall. Then he's gonna get checked.
The pawn's not gonna fall. The yellow rook would like to eat it. Now it's falling.
Again, just protect yourself from counterplay. Protect yourself from counterplay. Where is this? Why is the king not on M4? Why is the knight not on L5? Why is the bishop not on M5? It's a good tip for anyone out there looking. I shouldn't complain so much. At least these guys got the bottle to play. I can complain as much as I want.
Because he's not playing.
Who cares? This is stuff that they should be considering, and this is useful information for anyone who wants to improve. Like,
yeah, so perhaps all the players who watch back the VODs will be able to improve from their own mistakes.
If they want to see this.
Oh, now the pawn.
In these 3-player stages.
But then taking the pawn would allow a double check by red. Look at that. Check on yellow, check on green. Boom.
Which I think is
one
fine.
check, though.
It's so almost that he almost hung a mate with the block. He almost hung a mate. Because of the green queen is cutting I12, it's not cutting J11. Again, always be careful how you protect checks.
Oh, you mean on yellow? Like red could have maybe snagged a mate on yellow?
Yeah, like it wasn't quite, but queen H10 could have just been a mate, for example.
Okay. Yeah, do keep an eye on that, but if it's not mate, it's not mate. Almost doesn't count in checkmating.
What's the bottles to play?
Whoa. Interesting from red.
Well, he protects the diagonal still. He plans to check.
That's threatening a mate.
Well, you've got one move.
That
was not the move.
that was not the move.
You can
Yellow
give
can
up
play
your rook.
rook to e12 now to stop green from doing it. I mean, still queen e2 check, yeah.
Wait,
That move?
well, now you just
Just
rook.
rook back.
But he should have just played rook e3, and like if green wants to trade the rook for the queen, that's fine. Now you play you play rook e. Why did you block with the queen?
What? Does green want to use his knight here? Because yellow promotes.
I think you will.
But he promotes with yellow promotes with a pin on red, so green can freely check. Just queen e9 check, right? Oh, I guess you're in there.
Queen e9 check. What's really the threat, though?
It's definitely have kept the 1 point queen. It's gonna be.
This lasts a while.
I don't know who wins this, but I don't think it's gonna be red.
You don't think it's gonna be red? I don't think it's gonna be yellow either. Oh, look out for that J5 pawn. He is looking out for that J5 pawn.
But that's not the best way to do it.
Maybe not.
Once again, there's almost a mate for yellow, for green, I mean, but the C4 square is available.
Oh, yeah. He's covering the C4 square now. Rook takes double check. What?
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yellow has to block, and green can't take. Exactly.
How do you defend here as green?
Well, green could bishop block, but then red could just take again, which would be fine. Now he
would just run over green, and green taking back would kind of say, "Oh, I'll let yellow win now."
It would still be a chore. Like yellow would have to find the net with the.
There's no mate on board. I was just looking.
No, but you check yellow here.
Yellow. Hey, I'm looking for double checks. No double checks.
Not yet.
No, but you keep pushing yellow into the corner.
Okay. Oh, is that? Never mind. There's no mate. Rook takes bishop. Yeah, no. While yellow's in check. I mean, that would be throw. No mate.
Whoa.
Mate for red. Ouch, that is game ending. Rook to I7.
Got him.
I guess they win because
that was a blunder.
Huge blunder.
This game was a blunder.
On the other hand, I am looking at the scores here, and I do see a 69 on the board.
The other one is 69 times 4 over 3. That's nice. The winner got 69 times 4 over 3.
So Concubak has been doing pretty good in these arenas, and Neo-Serbian with the second place.
Let's try Neo.
Let's check the stand-ins before we go on the next one.
Everyone's
bunch of games are finished. Well, not everyone, but lots of games with 3 points. All right.
Oh yeah, sorry. They get 1 point for second/third, don't they? Bad.
Yeah. So should we just look at the top game, or do you have a preference for another one here?
Well, the top game just started, so
You want to go to that?
I'm gonna pop off. Have fun, gentlemen. Thanks for commentating, and yeah, I've got some things to do this evening with the family. So
all right, thank
I'll
you.
be checking on the arenas, making sure that they're working, and congratulating contestants and everything associated with the tournament administration. So have fun.
Great. Thanks so much for organizing, Luke. And thanks for your commentary. Have a good night.
Indeed. Thank you, Luke. Why did I start another puzzle rush? For some reason in my head, that was a good idea. Which it very obviously was not. But here we are. On my own.
Yeah, liquid fire. I agree.
What you agree on?
Liquid fire says 1 point for third. So as soon as your winning chances are 0, you should resign and join a new game.
There are no streaks, right?
No streaks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree. Makes complete sense.
So the first 2 arenas were scored, both arena scoring, so the first 2 arenas were rated old school FFA, where it was 3-1, -1, -3. And the arena scoring was 3-1-1-0. So they've changed that. So now it is more of a solo scoring with 3 1/2. 3 -1/2, -1/2, -2. But the arena scoring, as far as I can tell, is still 3-1-1-0. And I think the fact that third place gets an arena point is just ridiculous. I think it should be like 3-1-0-0. Or
if second gets a point, then third should get a point.
I disagree.
No.
This creates some very bad incentives.
Well, yeah, incentive of playing for second. Right?
No, playing for second is not a bad incentive. Playing for third is an incredibly bad incentive.
Second, third, same thing.
It's not the same thing, because for second, you have to battle for a long time. What can happen when you're going for third is you play a game for a minute, eliminate a player, get past them in points, either resign or throw, and get a point, move on to the next game. So if you can get in 4 times as many games as the people who play long slog outs to get first, then you're going to win the arena.
Yeah, but you should just be playing to win. Like,
but you don't. That's the point.
I see what you're saying. From purely an arena perspective, if you decide it's not worth going on anymore, that you throw for third.
Right.
And to disincentivize people just deciding to cap it out third, you're benefiting second more.
Right.
But then the problem is you then counter incentivize people to work with their opposites all the way through to benefits, like to maximize their chances of getting a point.
Right, but in the arena system, if people work with their opposites all the way through, like, you're still doing longer games if you're going for first and second. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah. Maybe just have only first place gets points.
That is what we call solo. It is not FFA.
No, I agree with Justin. I mean, it is. You can getting second. I agree. Actually, getting second is quite easy. That is a good point. As he says, you do just sack. You can just like blatantly throw at someone and get second. They're like, I'm gonna kill this fighter. So actually, yeah, I reverted my mind back again with arrowing a. Is it even a useful attack? I'm not sure. Do you think red is Kongi back again here, just based off of the bishop and pawn structure?
I am not the expert in those things, so I defer to you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here, blue just decided that they don't want to live anymore, I guess. That's a really bold castle. Wow. I mean, exactly what yellow is arrowing. Only move really. Queen. Oh, not only move, but Queen H10. Yeah. And now you have Queen B10. I meant B9. Queen B9. Queen B9. Queen A10 is a move, but I think B. Oh, that's mate. That's still mate.
But
green can stack. Green
green
can
can
stop
sack,
it. That is
yeah.
correct. Green can sack.
And
That is
will
right.
sack.
Now you castle long as reds.
Yeah, I
Oh
agree.
dear.
Well, that's not so
Or
good.
you open yourself up to this. There's a lot going on. Wait, there's a lot. I mean, there's queen takes pawn even. He goes for the check first. And yellow took what has got to be the most useless pawn because he can't even move his bishop. No ability to castle now for red. Once again, he's managed to lose the bishop that is holding down his weak squares. Wow, and straight up, bishop takes knight. No respect. What is with this? Everyone is getting rid of the most important bishops.
Yep.
Not sure the best way to progress here, but I think if I'm red, I'm just gonna try and solidify my position as much as possible. So even like knight f2 to play knight e4, and then if a move like d5 is played, you just play d3. And after they move the rook away, let him take the knight and recapture, and just build this like wall of pawns in the corner, and then put your king around. Yeah, now, no. Green voluntarily gives up their bishop on m8. At least blue gives up the right bishop, I think. Well, not really, actually. That bishop probably wanted to be on d10. You can put a knight on d10. You still have a knight. Maybe do that. Yeah, and here's where it would be really nice to have a... I mean, you just got to take it. It's not really much to do. Okay. Bye, green.
$29 mate.
What a life. If only green had... Well, I mean, if only yellow had the pawn structure to be able to enjoy this. I, the only person with a salvageable-esque position, in my opinion, is red in terms of their king. Oh, I guess that's not true. I guess blue as well.
So in other words, yellow, only one with problems.
Yellow has huge problems. Their pawn's so far forward. So weak. You know? So weak. They make Grathy Ben cry. And yellow just doesn't care about that pawn at all. Not one bit. Yep. He definitely only just realized this. Woo! Just pushing!
What is the point of that move? I mean, there's check.
He's just pushing. Oh my god. You definitely just do. You do queen takes pawn check. Queen F takes pawn check though. What? No, but that knight was not a threat. You could have kept your bishop. Now you're about to get pinned. You lose your queen, your 9-point queen. Also, your rook in trouble. Okay, whatever. To be honest, red in this spot, as red, I would definitely be partial to letting yellow get mated by blue. Instead of pushing his pawns for a queen here, he should be getting rid of this dead pawn on k5 and allowing the outside pawn to capture into the dead pawn on j6 and rejoin the central pawn chain. And just prepare to enter an endgame if should yellow get mated by blue. Yeah, so the Swiss cheese structure indeed. All right, we just promote and then blue takes and then yellow defends. No.
Whoa.
No. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what did he expect to happen here? Yeah. Okay. You know what I really want to see? It's just one little maneuver. I want to see knight d3, knight f2, knight e4 from red here. Make your king safe. I mean, it's pretty safe, but, you know, just lock it away. There's no rush. This position isn't, like, it's not that dynamic right now. Yeah, he's going to take the dead pawn. That pawn loses his own pawn in the process. Which pawn was more valuable? The one that was potentially giving an umbrella to your position, or your massively past advanced pawn? Okay, now he's just giving up entirely on the outside pawn. I guess you played queen h4 here. You attack the pawn on k4, and you... Well, I guess you would defend the square on k1, but I guess he now has, after g5, he has rook g4. Okay, it just hangs the knight. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Still fun and games. I mean... He's gonna promote and get pinned? No? Okay. I would definitely have pinned. Now, this game is very unclear. I'm not really sure who's winning. I know blue isn't, but that's about it. Structural damage. Exactly. All right. Red's just gonna push this pawn, isn't he? He can push it once, put the other queen behind it, push it again, and he's gonna hang the pawn on d2. 100% he's gonna.
I thought he was gonna play queen h3 and then go for checkmate.
Oh, he didn't hang the pawn.
Oh, he didn't hang it. Okay.
That is impressive. That is impressive. Oh, but he is hanging check. Everyone makes a queen today. These are the really just awkward spots you just never want to be in. He's now having to turn his major pieces into blockers. Once again, because they just can't be bothered to make their king safe. At least blue has attempted. Yeah, look at blue. You know, cannot fault him for this. And yellow can do it. Just put the knight on M10, the rook on L11, and again you're uncheckable without a sacrifice. That's the name of the game here. You want freedom of movement for your pieces. It's not so easy to play under pressure mistakes happen, of course, right? But I mean, a lot of these things, yeah, you will hang things. That's a mistake that happens under pressure, right? What isn't a mistake that happens under pressure is just understanding of structural and positional ideas. Because those are things that should be forming throughout the course of the game. Like, those should always be brought in mind. So if they're not bearing those in mind, you know, like, it shows. Like, it should really be, it's the kind of thing that should become second nature almost in how you assess your position.
Just kind of waiting for the next hang.
On it. I mean, he's going to lose that pawn either way. Oh, no. Because they've all got so many queens. Okay, blue, I'm pretty sure is trying to take that rook, and he's going to take that rook. I would take the rook. I think it's the only logical move, I think. You need to catch up in points. Also, what are you going to do with 3 queens? Nothing. I'm talking about the red rook, to be clear, not the yellow rook.
Yeah, I think that was clear. I kind of trust yellow to take the queen, but
okay, so now we're just like gonna let like the mate threat queen. I mean, why would you not take the queen? Because you lose. No, what? Why wouldn't you? You get like forked, sort of, but not really. No, they just doesn't want it.
Don't like that. I would have queen g4 with that queen.
Yeah, queen g4. I'm a big fan of. I like that. I also liked taking the queen. I liked most moves. That was not one of them. Okay, now really, it's really asking for queen g4. Yeah, okay.
Yellow sees it.
Yeah, you don't say, yellow. You don't say. Oh, okay. Yellow loves to see it. Blue hates to see it. And red obviously liked it because they would have done it if they didn't. What are the odds red hangs mate? That's the question. You're gonna see queen d10. Oh, no, there's not gonna be no mate hang here. Oh, you can just Oh, almost. Doesn't quite, but he could have tried to pin that 9-point queen. But A, that might be giving yellow a bit too much breathing room, and B, it could just be stopped by knight f7.
A lot of pieces on the board.
Too many pieces. Yeah, and life is good for yellow. Yeah, I really don't understand how any progress can be made here before someone just implodes.
Who do you think will implode first?
I think red is less likely to implode. And it'll be whoever they implode on will be the unfortunate recipient of a loss.
Yeah, I agree, Justin Davis. From an arena point of view, this game is terrible for all of them.
Yep. Looking at some people, someone's already had 3 games with 2 out of 3. 2 people are 2 out of 2. Spacebar's got a game in. Vamos Martin. That is very awkward. I'm really surprised that promotion. I guess he wants to force something. Reds, you have to. Yeah, okay, that's an option, I guess. Maybe. I don't know if I like it. All right, takes. Fundamentally, nothing changes for yellow. Red just gets weaker. But yeah.
Yep.
Too many queens. These are my least favorite games in general. Long games are fine, but long games that involve everyone having like 3 queens, no.
So you prefer no queens, or you prefer 1 queen, or what's your favorite kind?
No queens. No queens are good. 1 queen is also fine. Second, there are more, I guess, a bit stale. And by a bit, I mean it gets extremely stale. I don't quite know why red rook is there as opposed to on d3, but sure. It's just the thing is, it's like, what can you do with 3 queens?
You can checkmate with 3 queens.
You can checkmate with 2 queens.
Yeah, but what fun is that?
You never need more than 2. That's it. Like, I can understand having 2 queens. You just never need more than 2. Any more than 2 is, I think, just detrimental to you. You're too strong materially. People are going to target you, right? You don't have the ability to utilize that extra material. It's like the marginal utility of each additional queen drops rapidly.
Wasn't there some kind of quote from Bill Gates about the speed of computers or something? He was like, why would anyone ever need more than 1 megabyte of RAM? It kind of reminds me of your Queen's quote.
Something tells me that's slightly different because we know the maximum possible parameters that are involved in calculation here. Oh, what? Yeah, take it! Yeah, what are you thinking about?
Was rook takes
What?
pawn any good for yellow?
Rook takes pawn. Well,
Rook takes pawn check when queen could have taken back after. Seems like he could have got initiative on blue.
I think that could have actually been. Yeah, I given the actually given just how weak red is after these exchanges, I think that's probably a good idea. I think he's going to go for something like that, but he's going to bring his knight over to do it.
Yeah, but that lets blue get his queens back to good positions.
Don't take
That's
the mate.
mate.
Why would you take the mate? I don't think I like this mate.
That's a pin.
But I mean, it does force stuff to happen, I guess. So I mean, it's good. It's great from a commentary point of view. It's terrible from blue. Oh, you just okay. Well, she's just dead. Rook takes pawn.
No,
This
the
game
queen actually covers.
Oh, right. I'm blind. You're right.
No, I was blind too initially, and then I noticed.
Yeah, he's still dead. Just fork. Win material. It's a 1v1. Chess principles. Okay, take it. What are you thinking about? Okay. Okay, and now you just win. Like, yeah, I don't. What? There's nothing you can
That's
do.
good advice. Just win.
Just win. I mean, it's appropriate advice. Don't hang your queen, yellow. By the way, queen h6 check is it's not an ideal. Okay, just rook check now. Bring your last piece into the game.
No, I think having that dead piece is good there.
You reckon? I know it's pinned, but at the same time. Oh, I mean, this is just better because this is actually mate.
Oh,
And
Martin.
it's a win for Martinazzo.
Good job, Martin. Second place, PKNM. Third place, EPFC. Let me check the arena standings. Probably a lot of games have happened there.
Yes, this I am R7
has played 4 games.
Yeah, 2.33 out of 4.
Honky Back and
Good
Muppet Robin and Slayer are all on 2 out of 2. Oh, Gudadev is in this tournament.
I'm assuming he's 1 for 1. Could be wrong.
Yep. Okay, let's find another game to watch.
Yeah, I'm already in whatever the next top one is on
top
move
1?
5.
Okay. So queen trade offered.
Yes, Justin. Arena should not be rated. Because, as you and both Michael and myself have pointed out, the strategy is different.
Yeah, I mean that's true of any arena though. I mean, for example, even more pronounced on Lichess, is you can go berserk, which can help your arena points, but does nothing for Raiden. So if you want to farm Raiden, join arenas, never berserk, and play a lot of people who are berserking. And for those who don't know, berserking on Lichess means it reduces the amount of time you have for the game by half, and you no longer have any increment, whereas your opponent still has those things.
Oh, you lose increment as well if there was increment.
Say that again?
I don't know. You lose increment as well
Right.
if there was increment.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, cool. No. And I feel like in arenas, oh yeah, fine, maybe arenas in general, but like if this is like quote unquote championship, your major aim, of course, is to win. And in regular chess, like the goal of winning every game aligns with the goal of maximizing rating. But in four-player chess, like in a finals, your most profitable play might be to throw to someone in order to maximize your chances of winning, because if that other person wins or they win the entire thing, you can't win again. So whilst that situation never arises in two-player chess, like
yeah.
So that's mostly why. Anyway, that is one dead boy.
Yeah, and red has no activity. Red hoping to take a queen, but not going to be in time. Oh wait, maybe he will be in time actually. Yeah, bishop back. Or no, you won't be in time. Green comes first. Yeah.
And that's a free 25 point, mate.
So that sucks for red. Because he traded queens, then had no activity. Didn't really help out, and then even though they're even on queens, now his opposite has died with queen in hand.
Yeah, but no. EPFC yellow, presumably. No, actually, it's not semi-anon, so actually, him showing up on the spec list should actually imply he was not in the game. I guess. Looking at the...
Yeah, no, I agree, Justin Davis. Justin Davis says, play the 4-player stage, avoid fourth, get your point, bang, 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 resolve the 3-player stage. Play it like bullet. I think that is the incentive of this particular arena scoring, for sure. Not that all the players realize that or are playing like that.
Agreed. Well, yeah, just try and transpose into games that aren't going to go super, super long. Like, you can try your best to avoid lines in the 3-player stage that result in this. Green, again, just you have such a point lead. And you have the only queen. Why are you making another queen? Very confused and damaging the structure of that side of the board. The king side is no longer as safe as it was before. I don't know what red is arrowing, just because it was hanging the pawn, but...
Another 2 hours left in this arena. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water.
No worries. Continue covering anyway. Blue manually castling, which is fair enough. I'm not sure what the aim is here. Green trying to eye up the B9 square, perhaps, but it's very easily refuted. King still walking over, though. Oh, he just takes it, sacks his 9-point queen immediately on the bishop. Strange. I don't really know what to make of that. You really don't know what to make of that. And he's worried about that check, so he decides to hang the pawn on d4. Green does not take. Instead, we get... I'm surprised red did not try, perhaps, to hold the position with knight k3. And then after L takes k4, you would play, like that has just been played, you would play j4, then knight k2 to guard the pawn, and i3 push. But it would appear not. Instead, he goes to actually recapture the pawn, reopening that file. Not a huge fan of that. That could come back to bite him. Allows all sorts of sacrifices from green that would have been impossible when green's own pawn's on k4. And presumably l4. With this knight i4 move, I guess this is suspect that he had planned. Yeah, I'd say I suspected he had plans to go knight knight j2, but apparently not. So he just hangs a knight. Not great. Blue might have to do something here. Yeah, I'm not sure this is the best move from green as being arrowed by blue, this knight move. Instead, red decides to push. Definitely a mistake. Now, mate is avoidable, but you just allow queen sj3.
I don't know if it is. Just queen takes j3 and then rook k2. Looks pretty good.
Oh, he's still going in. Agreed. I think green strategically, okay, apart from his carnage to the king side, I think his attack on red has been pretty sound in the way in which he's been doing it. What I do not agree with is his execution. I think he's done it somewhat poorly. But we'll see. Because if this doesn't work for green, fundamentally, it just ends up being very good for blue because they're the one with the safe king.
Yep.
Material lead and et al. As blue, I'm somewhat surprised he doesn't just take the red pawn. I don't think there's no mate on red for green, so I don't see a reason to need to allow red to queen.
Justin says, in normal free-for-all, you never want to play like green, but here it is best.
Well, yeah, in the sense that he's trying to force a quick game.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just, that's pretty bad.
Really bad.
As long as red doesn't do something stupid here like that. There's so many mates. Can't you find one of them, man?
He found one.
Oh,
and
God.
he's far enough up he can claim.
You can't claim. You just need to sack on something first, then you can claim.
Oh, yeah, he has to get above 50.
Not like that.
No, sack the 1-point queen
No,
on the rook.
no. What is he doing?
Oh my god.
Bishop takes pawn. What? What?
This is like
and then the
a
first time
hard
there's a
throw.
free piece, he doesn't take it. Oh my god, take it. Bishop takes pawn. The thing is, this is still winning. Like, but I'm not convinced. Like, this is a harder win.
Yeah.
Okay, queen check. Queen check. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, you could queen check.
Queen check basically wins on the spot. Bishop, no. Bishop takes knight was winning. Bishop takes knight, and if rook takes, you have a perpetual. Almost, I think. Yeah, you have a perpetual that allows you to sack the queen onto the rook. So that was a miss. But it doesn't really matter in event. You still take. Yeah, I mean, that was just wow. I am R7. Currently leading the arena, I believe.
I think so. Neo-Serbian in 4th place.
Calculated, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, he's played 6 games so far.
Yeah.
Independenza has also played 6 games, but most people on 3 games.
Oh, but India's had 4 not wins and 2 losses.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, are we going to the highest rated one here?
Yeah, looks like a very interesting 4-player stage. Stuff is very advanced.
Yep. I'm gonna catch up to it first, but
oh wow, it's move 35 happened in this. I guess a lot of nothing happened in this game. This looks like a 2200 game. Okay, and yellow with blue can just abuse yellow here. I mean C10, I guess you expect, but I mean C10 if takes you just do knight recaptures, then you put a new knight on F12. Okay, not new knight H F12 after knight X D11.
Why does red just sack his bishop? He trades his good bishops, and then he sacks his bad bishop. Red just hates bishops.
Lack of understanding. Take the pawn. Like it's a free pawn. Yellow needs to see this and move their rook out the file. They missed it. Rook takes pawn.
I'm still catching up.
He decides to trade his good bishop instead because obviously, and red still allows it. Rook takes pawn is still a move. Oh yeah, there we go. It's on the board.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, I'm caught up.
Slater is 3 for 3, by the way.
Nice.
Solid.
Blue weakening his pawn structure.
Both didn't even have one, but even still, that's probably not a necessary move.
Is that a free queen? I guess he's threatening the rook, so not entirely free, but still.
Don't take the queen first, please. Okay, good. That would have been a disaster if you took the queen.
Isn't this a for? Or, oh, never mind. I'm stupid.
No, no. But it was no. If he took the queen, obviously it's not free queen. But if he decides to take the queen first instead of the rook, then just rook takes L4 check, and it's just disgusting. Right. Coming out the end of this, the only person with a vaguely like nice structure is yellow, but they're also and don't really know what to say. This is an absolute mess. Oh wow, not even pawn takes. Oh, this would be interesting.
And green has a check on red whenever he wants.
That's going to be a queen for green. You queen if red takes, red's. I guess they're dead. There we go. Takes. Now more stuff is hanging. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Rook G14, Rook F13, cut your losses. Oh, that's a great move for yellow. Yellow has got to love that.
Yeah.
I don't see how it helps red at all.
Whoa.
I mean, desperation. Oh, I would have taken that queen, I think.
Yeah.
I think taking that queen there.
So in other words, these guys still think that they're good opposites working together.
I think so. I think that's wrong.
Wow.
I think that was a good time to take that queen. Because blue has just put them in such a vulnerable position. There is no weakness on green's side that anyone can exploit. Red is crippled. Like, I think he could have just gone with it. I also understand not doing it, but I think that was a good time to do it. I think that would have put you in. You would have kept a 4-player stage going in a spot where you actually have a lot of control, despite what it might look like. The only worry you have to do is if yellow and red decide to really go hard at you, but I find that unlikely. Okay. Green can, unfortunately this pawn push is annoying, but if takes, rook takes, but knight takes J3. Yeah, now knight takes J3, real problematic move. I'm not sure how it gets stopped. That's how you stop it. But I get it doesn't really actually. It just makes it worse. Knight takes knight, and at this point, blue should really be thinking about. He took the wrong knight. Matters not apparently. He wanted to keep that other knight because it was hitting the I2 square, so you could have taken the dead pawn. Not dead pawn. You could have taken the pawn on I4 and then just straight up mated him. But I guess he's keeping it slow.
Green mopping up some pawns.
Yeah, don't hate it. Don't love it. Don't hate it. Yeah, and at this point, blue should be very wary. You really need to start considering at what point you turn on green here. Red, it really should be the dead man here. Is yellow going to put their knight on d12? I would be so happy. Please do it.
No. That's a really bad pawn push. If the knight was on d12, he would have had a fortress.
Yeah, this rook could just go willy-nilly. Oh my god. And he had this pawn. He has this passed pawn. He doesn't need to push another one. You don't need a queen. You don't need the queen. It's not that important. Oh, no. People
And
need
now
to learn how
blue
to
can
play with.
take this pawn. That's a free pawn.
It's just over for yellow. It's a free knight. It's a well, almost. And now he puts the knight on d12, but it's too late. Too late. He can still take the pawn.
Yep.
He should still take the pawn. It's just mating. Yellow is mated themselves. Red can't stop it. Why would red want to stop it? Oh, I don't like promoting here. I think you mate yellow and then you promote. You can always promote your one from promotion rank, and there's nothing that can actually stop it like properly. So it's also defended by like another pawn. So it's a lot going. It's still hanging it, man. It's still hanging it. Just does not see it. He only has eyes for red.
Thanks for the follow from JJ Gutman9. Really appreciate it.
This is just so strange. Why would you do that? Why not threaten the rook? Why save his queen? So many questions. Okay, I mean, what? What? Was there a mate? I feel like there should be a mate there. No, surprisingly not.
Let's take free stuff. On the other hand, green could start checking blue at some point.
Oh, sure. Do you need to? Well, now it's. I mean, that's mate. It's M. It's M1. It's M1. Literally, just check him. Any check is M1. Any check. Be super fancy. Pick Queen A10 check. It's stupid and it's just the worst one possible, but it's still better than not doing it.
Jeez. What is green thinking?
But that's still mate. Unbelievable. First, save blue queen. Second, he doesn't take free mate. Oh my god. Just awful. Just awful. Oh my god, what is this? It's gonna look the fan hit. Okay. Well, that is one way to win a clean piece. Nice. He's gonna take that pawn. Like Rook. Oh, you could have played Rook Rook A5 there. Because yellow couldn't take the knight without losing the game. somehow this game has calmed down a bit. That's nice.
It's still taking forever, which is not good in an arena context.
Yeah, well, it feels like it's green fault. If green had taken the mate on red, I mean, blue was so open. I think he had a very good chance of just cleaning up on the spot.
Yep.
You should have rook left here. Rook k7 allows the rook to go to k14, threatening a back rank check on yellow and d14, and also threatens to swing it over to k5 with a immediate check on blue. Instead, let's just push a pawn. Because we don't know what else to do.
That was a waste.
It takes, and this feels like I what do you do? Now blue could play queen takes pawn here. I don't know how well it would go down. I don't think it's an awful idea, especially if you want to force the game to end quickly, which, as has been pointed out, you should. At the very least, you'll get out of this like unclear three-player stage where everyone kind of the same. Green had. I look away for 1 second, and like green has, and now I see that his pawn is just running forward. I'm changing my mind to had. The advantage. And it's still fine. He just needs to bring his rook over to L4, and this is all good. Right? Simple, simple.
Yeah, but rooks can't jump over knights.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you play this move here first. Then you play rook k6, rook k4, rook l4. Yeah. Not every move has to be a check, capture, or attack. Okay. Blue does not need to make progress. Yeah. Let him just perpetually check. He'll win on threefold. Struggling to find a move, but that's not the move. I mean, yes, there's no check, but just move the queen back and forth along the diagonal. Probably the easiest way.
Whoa, rook a5 looked pretty good for blue there.
Instead of green just allowing his king to be unfold, instead of once again, keeping the king safe. Like this is a big takeaway from this arena so far. There's an incredible lack of respect for the safety of the king, which has almost always been a determining factor. You're mated because if your king was just in an awful spot and someone blunders or throws. Again, if you think you're the better player, minimize the variance. Reduce the availability for them to have
And maybe
counterplay and ego.
they all think they're the worst player.
If you think you're the worst player, oh, I just don't even know what to do then.
Never been in that situation before.
Never been in that spot. Oh, that's not actually true. But rarely in that spot. No. I'm never in that spot for a game, but I am in that spot for 4-player stages. When I'm in a game and I'm like, I'm the worst player here at the 4-player stage. But certainly have been that. Blue, no need to make progress, so trading queens doesn't help anyone. Queen K1 check, because you can. Oh, Queen K1 check certainly looks juicy now. Doesn't hang a mate on green, so you can do it. Instead, goes to check there. Don't think I love that as much.
Now there's a mate threat.
There is. Okay, blue should only play with his G5 queen for the rest of this game.
Yep. Very safe king.
Yep. Oh, that's certainly a move. Why?
Wow. Interesting.
Why? You don't need to play it.
Donkey Wins Chess says, you got this, blue.
Yeah.
And blue fans.
Seems about right. Okay, yeah, it's just... I would definitely have taken the pawn and allowed yellow the opportunity to take a checkmate that would be losing. So that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Okay, I mean
1v1 time.
That should be a clear win for blue.
Just because he's up at night?
Actually, it should be a draw, I think. Because you'll have to give the knight up for the pawn. Oh, he's going to get forked. Oh, he's playing king up here.
Here's knight d8.
Yep, he's just not even thinking, and immediately he's about to get punished for it. Fortunately, he had a saving grace, which is knight e 95. But there's serious counterplay now. Queen check. Not that check. Thinking more queen b8 check. You can't go king up. That hangs a knight, rook. I mean, who hung a rook? Good. He checked with the correct queen. Yeah, and just like that. Nope, nothing. Your knight is blocking the very important h8 check for your second queen after queen blocks. Doesn't go queen blocks. Not that it matters. No, you can't go there. You hang a... Well, I guess you don't technically hang a rook, because you just bring rook back to block. Okay, now you bring rook back for sure. Nope, apparently not. Oh.
Repetition does not
Impressive.
favor blue.
Someone checkmated you, just get mated on the next move. Oh, absorbing entrance, my friend. Unfortunate, to say the least. There's just nothing to be done here.
Forgot to check.
It was independent, but of course. Now, just wait for you to get a long forum post about people throwing and checkmating him when they get mated afterwards immediately, and they're not being good. I'm really impressed that you're somehow finding a way to give any sort of semblance of a chance. Okay, you have to play queen takes rook, get 5 points, and pray to find a perpetual.
There's not going to be a perpetual though.
There's not, but yeah. Back.
Yellow still has an extra pawn.
I mean, it just. I mean, queen to check him. Queen e4. Queen e4 mating that. Not sure what he's calculating. No other queen.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay. Trade queens.
Okay,
What?
he's playing. No, well, it's mate, right? So I might as well take the mate. Okay, well, he had. Okay, fine. He finds this mate.
Found it.
One. What happened? Gudadev. So what happened to Gudadev being like playing Stockfish? Because Stockfish just farts out royally.
Yeah, well, I need to take a break to do a phone call here. So I'm going to end my stream. I should resume in something like 20 minutes, a half an hour. Sorry about that. I don't know if you want to start a stream right on or something like that.
Well, I'm just kind of chilling in bed. So.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry about that, but I'm gonna end my stream here. I'm gonna start a stream back up pretty soon. Any suggestions on who to raid? Let's see. I guess we could raid Sumut the Turk.
Yeah, that's probably that.
Okay, let's do that. So sorry guys. But yeah, I'll start this up again as soon as I can. I just need to do a little task here. Anyway,
I might be back.
Thank you for joining me, Radon. And I'll ping you in Discord when I'm ready to stream again. It should be fairly soon.
Cool.
All right, have a good night, guys. Bye.
Yeah.